put this camera away. This is kind of sketchy.
Realized that I lost my last dinner.
There's probably gonna be snow today, and quite a bit of it. We gotta travel all of this. Mom is coming up towards you.
The Wonderland Trail is a 93-mile route that circumnavigates Mount Rainier, Washington's highest peak. The trail passes through lowland forests and subalpine meadows of wildflowers, as well as swift glacial rivers. As the trail circles the mountains, hikers get to witness the varied faces of Mount Rainier, carved by its 25 named glaciers.
This is my story of hiking this trail solo.
My trip began by driving 18 hours from Wyoming to attempt to get a walk-up permit at the ranger office. After securing a permit, I found a spot in the campground for my car and prepped my gear for an early start the next day, hoping that this trip would pan out well.
So you go there.
I've got to say, since moving to the Rocky Mountains and the high desert, I have really missed this place. Coming back here right now, it legitimately feels like home. I'm getting chills talking about it. So many memories of cutting my teeth here in the PNW on learning how to hike and learning how to backpack and having fun doing it. But we have a big climb today. We're actually starting the toughest part of the Wonderland Trail first. There's probably gonna be snow today, and quite a bit of it. We need to get this done in 5 days. Moving quite fast for the elevation gain around here, but I'm here for it. I am not feeling like I usually do. Mentally, this trail has beat me up a bit, I think.
For the record, this is the largest marmot I've ever seen.
The one thing about my permit, though, was that on my first day with my heaviest pack, I would ascend the highest point on the trail where snow was still waiting for me.
So apparently, right over here, the log bridge is out, and we're going to have to cross that river with no bridge. Looks a little exposed. That little gap right there is Panhandle Gap. That is the next obstacle we have to cross.
Here's Summerland. There's Mount Adams. And Hood in the distance. And we gotta travel all of this. Whenever you need a little pick-me-up, grab some Mio Energy, get clean snow. A little slushy. That hits.
Guys, I have a confession to make. I forgot to brush my teeth this morning.
And I'm not gonna do it until I get to camp tonight. That is where we came from about 4 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Went through all of this, all the way down to that river, Indian Bar, and now another ascent.
Well, it's 2 o'clock and I still have 6.5 miles to go. Probably have another 1,000 foot of climbing to go. I really need to put my headphones in and stop dicking around because I'm going slow.
I managed to find huckleberries.
Oh, win for the day, baby. Look at all these.
Well, if you're wondering what the entrance to Nickel Creek looks like, there you go.
Well, I realized my first up of the trail, and that is that I 100% left my peanut butter and my Nutella concoction up at my first break spot. I can't find it anywhere in my pack. That's a lot of calories right there. I think my plan is going to be to go to Longmire tomorrow, catch up with more food. It's still 14 miles in, and tomorrow's going to be a 20-mile day with a lot of climbing again, almost 6,000. So I have to get up early and do it.
Here is our washout. Don't know how bad it is up here, but it doesn't look like we have much left. Looking at it right now, it doesn't look anything different than what I've done in sketchy situations on the Herwall Divide and other places like that. So I think we're gonna give her a try.
At this time, going across the slide seemed to be my best option, rather than dropping 400 feet down the river and then trying to find my way back up the trail. Because I was so low of calories, I decided to stop in at Longmire to pick up more for the rest of the trail. After Longmire, I still had 5.5 miles and 2,400 feet of vert to finish out the day.
We have a pretty big creek crossing, you can probably hear. What I'm gonna do is take my shoes off, keep my socks on, because my socks need to get clean anyway. And they'll just make my feet not hurt as bad going through these rocks. We'll see how this goes.
Oh yeah, and I had to camp at the most infamous site on the trail, Devil's Dream.
Oh my gosh, so many mosquitoes. Going uphill, full load of water, because I have to dry camp at Devil's. Wherever. Been in trees for 25, 30 miles. Holy literally in my coat. Shitting mosquitoes.
My goal is to get my backpack in that tent as fast as possible so that I don't let everything in.
I give today a 2 out of 5 to be completed by this Alpine Air, because I was tasting it and I was thinking, man, that kind of tastes pretty bland. And I actually surpassed the best buy date of a dehydrated meal. We're about 4 months expired. 2 out of 5. I would give this a 2 out of 5 too.
These are the mornings I live for when I'm out here on trail. You're up before sunrise and it just feels good. I think we got some more views today. One thing that I will always take advantage of in the backcountry
is swimming in an ice cold lake. I haven't had a shower in 5 days. Also, that's probably why I wouldn't filter in lakes. A lot of people swim in these things, so it's kind of gross.
It was about at this time where the elevation gain and descent was starting to get to me on my way to Golden Lakes camp.
Well, I screwed up and didn't get water at the last spot, and I have this much for 2.7 miles uphill in the heat of the day.
But at least I had a surprise waiting for me. Now, I do remember a ranger telling me that there was a family of bears at Golden Lakes, but I didn't actually think that I would see them. What a treat that was to see all of this happening before I went to bed. However, I still had one final surprise for the night.
Want to know an ultralight hack? Just lose all your I lost my last dinner somehow. No idea how that happened. I'll probably have to just cook some Spam.
Now, I won't lie. Today would turn out to be the worst day on the trail for me. The vert was starting to catch up to me, and I was honestly pretty depressed that I lost my last dinner.
As you can see here, I am not on the Spray Park Trail. I am on the Wonderland Trail proper. And the reason that is a couple things. One was I needed to stop at the ranger station to figure out if they had any extra food in their hiker box because I'm missing my dinner. Lo and behold, the last lady that left just left me she left a couple meals. So I was already on the way to the Wonderland proper. And then another reason is that I am not feeling like I usually do. I'm not sure if it is lack of sleep or what it is. Mentally, this trail has beat me up a bit. I didn't want to do another 1,400 foot climb, so I chose to do this route. I still have 7 miles to camp, and it's like 1:30 right now, so I have been going slower than normal today. Do y'all know what would make a killer business in the backcountry? Paying somebody to come and set up your tent for you. I have a ton of climbing tomorrow. That's me. And it goes up and up and up and up and up. Eventually, I make it to my car, but after a ton of vertical, 6,000 actually. So it looks like 3 big ups.
Given that I thought this trail was going to be a walk in the park, it was fitting that it ended with a 6,000 foot climbing day.
If you've never seen a glacier in real life, that is what it looks like. The river's coming out of it, and you can see where it's just scraped away this whole valley. Look at those glaciers just hanging on up there by a thread. I've already done about 2,600 or something on my first climb. Now I'm like halfway with this one. This is another 2,500 foot climb right now. Goal is to roll in at the end, not in a tattered mess, but with dignity.
As I ended my Wonderland Trail journey, the nostalgic thoughts of all my past Pacific Northwest adventures and friends came back to me, making the 2-day drive and the 5 days of hiking totally worth it.